So, very good evening to all those who have joined. And so now it's my so wait a few. So what Gate plays in open source, as we have said that open source development, you can have peoples all over the world, and they can contribute. First, open source has different advantages like transparency. Everyone can understand how does it works. Even if your product is a open source program like Linux, it can easily foster the trust of public. And so what does Git plays? So let's start. So basically, let's start with version control system. So when you are working on open source program, so you need a system that you can rely upon, because many people are going to collaborate and they will simultaneously work on the same project. So you need such a system that could manage all the changes and put in an order, so you can track all the history. So what are the modifications changed today or 2 days before or even a week before or even a year? So here's the Git come. So Git can be used to track your source code. So suppose I have a friend who is working on my project. So what he has committed, I can see. And moreover, it gives us many other tools like I can see the history. Then I can allow them to change whether this code or not. Suppose I see there is a problem in the code, then definitely I will raise ask him to change that issues. So first, Git allows version control. You can keep a very good track on all the modifications. Then I can say collaboration. Git allows, so using this tool and tech, you can have many contributors from all over the world, and they all can work on the same project simultaneously. So another thing is forking and pull request. So how does this whole thing work? We will come later on. So they will fork your project, make improvements, and then submit pull request. Then they will then you will review their changes. This is how contributions work in the whole open source world. So let's start. So what is a version control system? So Git is just a tech that is going to it's just like a suppose you are going to you have, and you all guys, before starting the lab you must write that you are working in this PC. You have to register yourself in a register. Suppose my name is Manish, I'm working in PC 006. So this is how Git can be used. So it can be used in auditing. Suppose I'm making a change in a certain project, so it will keep a track how these things, how who is going to who is making changes or who is reviewing these all things, and it keeps a track of history. So Git is a DVCS. So DVCS means distributed version control system. So Git is just a technology that is used for open source world. So it's a decentralized thing, unlike you will see. So let's so first thing about the Git is that so Git is a distributed version control system. So it works with offline. So how does it work? Suppose I have met the open source program, and you guys want to contribute there. So what does it does? So the project is in my local system. So first I initialize the Git repository, make the changes there, and you guys is going to take just a copy of it. If you make some changes, then you are going to push that, and you can give a pull request. I can see or review the changes, then I will merge it, all correct. So like unlike other distributed control systems, so Git doesn't rely on a central server like SVZL. And the best thing of the Git is that suppose if your open source is getting big and bigger, you have much more collaborators, around 1,000, and your program is going, and your program is becoming large and large. So Git, even though your program is becoming large, Git maintains a speed and performance. So that's the best part of the Git. So suppose you want to get start with Git. So first you have to set up email and username for a Git, and then only you can start Git. So let's start. So here, so soon you will get this PPT, and you can click on this link to download Git. So I will show you. Uh, so you have to get on this page, and you have just suppose your system is window, you can click on this and just download the Git. Then you will just set up by email. So just follow this command in the ping box. Give your name, your email, and then you can start. Suppose now let's start how we can create a repository in Git. So I will be showing just now. Let's see. Okay. So before starting, let's see about GitHub. So as you all know that GitHub is a web-based platform that works on Git. So Git is a technology and GitHub is a on it. So why we are all using GitHub? So GitHub gives you some additional tools, and the first thing that it's a web-based. Uh, you can host your pages in Git using GitHub pages, and moreover, GitHub has a beautiful interface that makes using Git much easier than the command line one. So let's see how we will make this. Now suppose here is a folder and I want to make a repository out of it. So first, first you have to set up your email address and those things, download Git, and then just click on the terminal. Suppose right now, let me see. So get inside your folder going to start the repository or your project. So the first thing that you have to do, you have to initialize a Git. So it is written initialize empty Git repository in this certain folder. Now, so you are seeing that right now here is no file. So let a file. Suppose you can create using this thing. Suppose let's write here. So I'm just saying a normal text file. Suppose gdsc.txt. So I've created as of you can see. So now what you have to do, you have to let's check the status. So as of you can see that right now we have not committed anything on the repository, but we have made a file which is untracked right now. See red line, red text is coming here. So what we are going to do, just we have to add this on the repository. So what we are going to do, git add. Now I can write just the name of the file after the add command, or if you want to add all the certain, if there are many files and you cannot write git add a.txt, b.txt, so you can just write a full stop. So we have added this. Now let's check the git status again. So now you can see that we have committed a file and now it's green. Now suppose you want to push this thing GitHub. So what I am going to do, just so this is my GitHub account. So now you have to create a new repo. So let it be gdsc, and I will write. You can even keep this empty. So create repository. Now you will get some sets of command. Now since I have already make a repository and I have to just add this into the GitHub. So I have to just copy this sets of command. So suppose The first thing that we have to do, so commit -m. So M is for message, and let's write initial commit here. So it seems like I've entered a wrong one. Sorry. Let's try this. Get commit -m. So now see, as read text is coming that file change, and there are 0 insertions. So now let's add it into my GitHub account. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copying this command and pasting it here. So for copying this, shift insert, remove this things. Now enter the second text. Shift insert once again. Oh, sorry, I've got a blank space. That's why it's coming. Now it's good. So just take a note while you are copying this thing, there should not be any blank space. So it's writing. Oh, there's a mistake over there. As you can see, I've copied a blank space. Its error is coming here. So there's a problem with this. Let's make a new one. I think it will be much better option. Now let's do the same task once again. So let's make go.txt. Then let's initialize it. Now just add this thing. So just let's say this one. Oh, basically there is problem something happening because I've already initialized there. So leave it. Let's get back to the slide. So what's the difference between Git and GitHub? So Git is a version control system. So it's just a technology where you are going to use all those things like forking and committing things. And GitHub is just a service or product that is going to handle all those services. Now, why we are using GitHub? So GitHub, I've already said that GitHub is used for collaboration and code review. You can review all who have committed things, when they have committed, what changes they have made, and the better thing is that you can even host your sites on GitHub pages. So let's see. Suppose so this is suppose a repo of mine, and suppose I have to check that who has submitted on a certain date and who has made changes. So suppose my friend has made it changes and he has added some readme file. So see, the green line is actually the code new code added, and red line is that we have that he has removed. So we can check that when he has committed this thing. So here it is written April 25. So these are the some features. Suppose if you want to add your project on sites, so how you can do this? So get to the actions. Set up a workflow. Not this one, not this one. So you will get a second GitHub pages, and then you can go there and just take select that. Suppose you are using React, so you select array, then you can commit these things. So mine is already deployed here. So see, these are some basic commands like git branch. So why it is used? I'll read here. So it will list all the local branches. Now, see, suppose right now what we are doing, we are all working on the main branch. So suppose you are making, you have copied this repository. So you can make your own branch and commit there, and then you can raise a request for merging it with the main. So you can use this command to merge, git merge. You can check the git status. Suppose like we have seen, like it's where you have added the new files. You can clone a repository using this command. Just paste a GitHub clone URL. You will get in the code section of the GitHub. So you can see. Suppose you want to clone this repo. So just copy it, this thing. So you can copy this and make a repository on your local machine. So let's make a new thing. Let's do that again, because why I'm facing that issue. So here's the thing. Let's hide this one. So let's make a new repo once again. Now see, I have pushed my code here. So when I will refresh this page, so here I'm getting name.txt. So right now it is empty, so you are not going to see any changes here. Now suppose you want to make some changes, just open it. Suppose I'm writing my name here. Save it. Now suppose if you are facing like I am facing right now, so you can use a application of GitHub. So it's GitHub desktop. So just add your repository, choose the path. So suppose here I have added a new line. So it's Manish. So it's showing green suppose write a update name. I'm writing just a message, then commit to mail, then just push it. It's going to take time, a few seconds. Yeah. So when I'm going to refresh it, so suppose now you can see that here a message is coming name. Now when I'm going to run this, see a new line is coming here, Manish. Now let's get back to the PPT. So for pushing, for adding a new code or some changes or modifications in your repo. So what you have to do, you have to just write git push, and suppose you have to download some changes from that is made by your friend, or let it be someone. So you have to git pull. So pull is for the fetch changes, and push is for modify some changes. So these are some basic commands. So if you want, you can download some cheat sheet of given by GitHub. Just scan this QR code, and you will get to the GitHub site where you can find all the commands and how to start with Git. So that's all. Thank you.
Am I audible? Hello, hello. Yes, okay. Thank you, Manish, for that introduction of how to get started with Git and GitHub. So this was a very small, short demo of how what a Git and GitHub can do. If you need a detailed session on Git and GitHub, it was not a detailed session on Git and GitHub. The session is for like getting with how the open source is. If you want a detailed session on Git and GitHub, yeah, you can write in the chat, and after the event you will also be getting a feedback form, so make sure you fill that and write down that you want a Git and GitHub session, a detailed Git and GitHub session, and we'll try to arrange that. Okay, so I would be continuing with the PPT. Let me share my screen again. Okay, if there are some time left after with the presentation and all, I will be taking some questions on Git and GitHub. If you have any kind of questions, you can ask, and we'll get started from there. Share my screen. Yeah. Is my screen visible? Let me know in the chat. Can I have 20 plus? Yes, we have 26 people. Okay, how many of you heard of Code Community Music before? Like, I might have told you about this in the group. So, how many of you know about Code Community Music? Okay, I can see 2 people know. Other than that, I will know. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I'm a maintainer at Code Community Music. I initially built the project, and so you might ask me what is Code Community Music. So Code Community Music stand for short form CCM. So I would be uh, addressing Code Community Music in the coming like slides as a CCM. So if I say CCM, just make sure that I'm talking about Code Community Music. So basically, CCM is a community-driven platform for developers to share and collaborate on project and ideas. So we are a group of developers who are passionate about solving problems and building solutions. So we have few open source projects which you can contribute on, and we're building a platform where uh, you can like list your projects, you can ask questions, and through there we will you will be building your like portfolio, and you can share the link with anywhere in the world, and every work that you have done in your past years or past days would be reflected from there. So we have our MVP ready, we have a small prototype ready, and I would be going to have a short demo with you that what code community does and how to get registered with the platform. So how you can contribute to code community music? As I said, that code community music or CCM is an open source project. So first thing is you should go and explore the project, understand the project, that how it works, what problem it solves, and set up the project locally and find bugs. If you are able to set up this locally, you would be able to find bugs really easy. So make sure you don't skip the first thing. How to set up it locally are all mentioned in the repository. So make sure you check out the code community music repository that I will be sharing in a few minutes. Second, the most important thing is that when you find a issue, you should go to the issue tab of the repository and file a issue. There might be some time that the issue that you are filing is already being registered. So make sure you search for the issue that you are filing. So with proper description that what is the issue, how you think that you can fix it, or ask any maintainer to assign you the issue if you are able to fix it and if you want to fix it. Other than that, you can there is an optional thing that you can raise and ask anyone else to fix it. It's totally up to you. Third and most important thing is that you should go and set up the project locally and try to find the bug and fix it, and then raise a pull request. So you're going to see how to raise a pull request, and then allow some maintainers to give some time to provide any suggestions, and then you can merge the code, and then you can say that you are a contributor at Code Community Music. Okay, so who wants to know how to get started with Code Community Music? Uh, can I have a can you raise your hand in the chat who wants to know how to get started with Code Community Music? Is name really exciting you? Like, okay, let me ask a question. Hearing Code Community Music, what are the things that comes in your mind? What things come in your mind when you hear the word Code Community Music? Okay, so I will allow you some time to answer that, and let's move on. So we'll be seeing hands-on, and let me close my screen and share my entire screen. Okay, before we get started, many of you ask how to get started with Hacktoberfest. So I already provided you the link. I'm again providing you the Hacktoberfest website link. Let me paste it in the chat. Okay, so this is the link. Make sure you are there, and you will see a start hacking button over here. You can also scroll down to read out all the important things about Hacktoberfest. You can join the Discord server for the newsletters and updates. You can see that what really inspired Hacktoberfest to be there, and how this year we are celebrating the open source event. So I will not be showing you all the part of the website. So let's move forward to the important thing. You should be clicking a start hacking button, and then you should load up your profile. When you would be there, you like I log out to the profile. That can show you how it will give you two options: authorize with GitHub and authorize with GitLab. Both the GitHub and GitLab are the same, though they all work with Git and provide your code hosting platform. So you are in GitHub. It's not necessary to be on both. You can be in one. If you're more comfortable with GitLab, you can go choose GitLab. If you're more comfortable with GitHub, you can go and choose GitHub. So as I personally recommend GitHub, and I would say that if you are able to start your journey with GitHub, you would be able to do with GitLab. So in this button, there is called initiate. Just click on this, and it will ask you to log in with your GitHub. I already logged in, so it's not asking me anything. And my profile picture appeared, my name appeared, and as I'm a maintainer and I'm also contributing to the project, so I have two waiting, and soon you will be getting few cool avatar badges from Holopin, so you can check out them. and then you have your pull request merge. Due to some reason, I'm not able to show you where I'm contributing, but yeah, you would be able to see your contributions over here. Okay, so this is all about how to get registered with Hacktoberfest. When you are done with Hacktoberfest registration, what you have to do is go to github.com. So this is the homepage of github.com after you have registered. So यहाँ पे काफी newsletters वगैरह है. I think my screen is not so small. थोड़ा मैं बड़ा कर देता हूँ. Is my screen visible? Like, okay. So there is a search bar. You can directly search for Hacktoberfest and search. So GitHub will list down all the repositories that is being maintained under the Hacktoberfest program. So it totally depends upon कि तुमको किसमें interest है. So there are all the language filters that you have. Let's say you are a Python developer and you want to contribute in Python. Let's say you are a HTML, you know how to code in HTML, and so you can click on this HTML thing, and then it only show you the project that uses HTML in it and the number of stars, what is the project description and all. Okay, so similarly, we'll look into a project that is known as community. Sorry for the typo. For community music, and this is my profile. Let me go to my profile and all. So I'm going to share my profile in the chat. You can consider following me. I have 85 followers. Let me reach 100 followers. I have 100 followers now. Let's see. If you want, you can follow me. There is no compulsory thing. Yeah. So if you go to the repository section, I have 3 repositories, or I can say 4 repositories. That is the initial part of Code Community Music. One is docs, which is under the process. We are building it up. It will be a README based project. We have a client, which is a TypeScript project. If you don't know what TypeScript, don't worry. We have also no code contributions. We'll be discussing about that. Then we have a central repository that is maintained by 3 of it. And then we have a server which uses Python and Django framework, REST framework for that. Okay, so if you are interested in doing front end work, you are interested with HTML, CSS, styling and all, you can check out client. So if you click client, you can see all this, and this is the deployed link. Let me show you the deployed link. So this is how the project looks now. If you open it in the PC version or large screen version. So let me zoom it a bit so you can see the project. So we have this. There are a lot of typos and all. It is done so that I can attract few open source contributors. So if you find any kind of misspelled word or on one, you can raise an issue that the spelling is incorrect and all, and you can fix the issue. So this is the home page that we have. We are developers and all. So if you sign in, let me log out from the profile. Let me give you a walkthrough of the project that we're building. You can go with the login. You can create your login, or if you're a new user, you can go and create your new account. So there are few things which are being contributed by one of our contributors here, like this toggle down button and this password strength button. Let me show you that. So according to the project, it shows how strength the password is, and one more I have to do. So according to the strength, it shows me what is the current status of the password, and it really helps in user entering a very strong password. So kudos to the contributors who did that. So you can log in and register. There are a lot of features that we have. So I'm going to log in with my profile. Let me give her the login. I'm not going to show you my password. Okay, so that's a bug. You can still fix it if you want to fix it. If you find the bug that jerking is screen. So we have this where you can have to-dos, and then you can add your projects that are being there. You can add forums which are being there. You ask a question that are being there. You can also write blogs if you are into content writing. You can publish your blogs and all. So when you publish a project, your project is being like this. Let's say this project. So when you build a project, we will ask you a few questions like what the project name is and how to get started with, and we will build a dedicated page for you. If you want, you can include a few more sections. You can edit this page in the client, and then you can raise a PR that I want to add this feature. Then we have forums where you can ask questions like the things that like I asked. It's like a Stack Overflow where developers can ask questions. So let's say that I ask question that Docker containers are not able to communicate, and I given my code which was not working. Then I find the fix myself and I posted it, and I then solved it as solved. I can also delete the project, the forum, and all. Then we have blogs. If you are interested in writing blogs, you can write blogs like hello test blog. Don't worry, I will be deleting this after the thing. And let me get a blog from my blogging side. Let me just wait a moment. I'm just copying pasting, and then you have publish and save as draft. So if you're not comfortable publishing it, you can also save it as draft. But for now, I'm just going on and saving the draft. So it will say the blog has been posted, and then the blog has been posted. Let me get sure. So you can see that this hello test vlog is something that I wrote now, and it's being there. If I send you the link, you would be able to view this too. And this is the real time. Okay, there is no delay, there is nothing, there is no feature now to liken, unlike the vlog. So this might be your chance to add a feature to liken, unlike the vlog. This is something which you can raise the PR. So I'm giving you a few opportunity where you can find the bugs and the things you can do. Then we have a leadership part where we give you karmas according to whatever you are doing. Like let's say you're building projects, you're commenting on some other forum, or you are liking some other blog. We'll be giving you some karma, and according to the karma, we'll be ranking you in the leaderboard. So we have 43 developers right now in our project, and I am the top because I am the one who most uses this platform. And I welcome you all to do so. And at last, I would be giving shout out to our first two open source contributor, who is also your seniors. Might be in the meet, I think so. So Pratyush and Dev Khan, I am not good with pronunciation name. So they contributed, and each square represent how much they have contributed. So you can go and check out the code if you want. So another question arises: how to contribute? So this is the repository that maintains the issue, and let me go here and let me log out with the. So there was one issue which I caught my eyes. Is this remember me but spelling is wrong? How many think remember me spelling is wrong? Do you think remember me spelling is something different than what is written over here? Yes. What is the correct? Yeah, it's wrong. Okay, so I'm missing an M, right, after ME. Right. Okay. So I will be fixing this in front of you, and I will be showing you how you can fix it too. So the first thing first, I will go over to the client. So this is the my repository for client. So this is a visual. If visual wrong, there is no server side issue. So I will be coming to the code community client. Go to the issue tab, and will click the new issue, and I can say I can add that we need to do a fix that is of typo. You can add capitalization typo, right? And you can describe that how much you want, how you can describe the good. So there is a typo in a readme, sorry, in login page. and you can attach some pictures. So I'm just gonna take some pictures. Took a picture. I'm gonna paste it now. If it's uploading the image, please preview. It's uploading. You can also preview that this is something which you have and also I can give a solution. The correct spelling should be, what is the correct spelling? REMEMBR, right? And then submit a issue. Once you submit a issue, there will be someone like maintainers like me. This is something which you would be doing, and then I would be saying that, okay, do you want to work on this project or not? Anyone want to fix this issue? If you want to fix this issue, just open this issue, and I provided the link in the description or the chat. Sorry, just write, I want to fix this issue. Let's see if you can fix this issue. If you think you would be able to fix it, there is just a typo error that is being there, and I will be showing you how to fix it. There are many more typo errors. Let's say if anyone wants to contribute over here. I'm refreshing the page. No one still now. I think you would need some time to grasp things. Okay. Okay, so if you are interested, you can go and write it down that I would love to work on this. I will assign you the thing. And then from there, I will be guiding you on how to set up the project locally, how to contribute to it, and how to push the project, how to push your changes, and how I will merge that changes. Okay. So this is all the thing. If you're interested in knowing how the whole project works, then I would suggest you to go to this repository. This is the central repository where we have a client, we have a server, and we have also a proxy. And soon we will be adding docs over here for the new developers like you to get started with. So after you clone the project with using this, okay, and there are few requirements that you should be having a Docker install. So what is a Docker? It's something we will be discussing in few other lectures, but you can also go and set up it locally using Python and Node.js. So you should have Python and Node.js installed on your system. Then only you can go and contribute to this project. But issues like that, the typo error can also be fixed without going and cloning the project. It's something that how you can implement it. Okay. So this was it all about Code Community Music and how you can also contribute to the project. If you are interested, just leave a start to the project. It will really help us and a few collaborators and contributors to build the project more efficiently. There is no problem if you fail to deliver. Okay, you can try. If you think that you are not able to do it, you can say that I'm not able to do it. And the best part about open source contribution ecosystem is that we are ready to help you out with the saying you that hey buddy, come on the meet and we'll discuss how you can get started. So there are sometimes there are contributors who really appreciate your hard work, so they might also compensate with you with a lot of things. So it's just that how you to get started. Okay, someone says hello, Dada, and don't write this thing. Just say that if you want, if you are able to fix it or not. Okay, I'm not gonna delete it, but yeah. If you want, just click on that link. You would be seeing a star button. You just click on the star. I just unstar myself, and then I'm gonna. So तुम जब link में click करोगे, this is something which will appear on your screen, and just go on start the repository. Okay, if you like the project. If you want to create your account, just go to this tab and click on the sign up. Your name, username, email, and password. Make sure your email is right because we'll be sending you verification codes and all. So it's complete project, complete full stack project where you can learn and all. So let me. Should I show you up how to register? I think it's easy, but okay. So let me stop sharing my screen and come back to the slides. So that was it for the hands-on. I think you would would have loved it. So it's really the time when you should go and check out the resources that I would be sharing after this event is ended. I would be sharing. I would be listing all the resources in the event page. So just go and check out all the resources that is being listed, and let's begin the hacking then. So now it's your time. If you have any kind of questions, you can ask in the chat, or you can directly raise your hand. You can show me your hand emoji in this chat, and I will bring you to the stage. I will give you the what's the role to speak up, and then from there we will try to solve your issue. So, any questions for me or Manish? Yeah, yeah. Yes, Manish. No questions. Any questions regarding GitHub? Any questions regarding anything? Everyone understood.